This part was recorded before I left. I'm sitting at my desk, checking my suitcase one last time, trying to see if there's anything I forgot to pack. Chargers, documents, passport, medications. I keep going through the list again and again, even though I know I've already checked it multiple times. Before leaving, you always feel like there must be something missing, even if everything is technically ready. At this moment, I wasn't thinking too far ahead. I was just trying to make sure I could get through the first day, and especially the first night, without too many problems. I took the high-speed train to Shanghai with my parents. The scenery along the way was beautiful. Fields, cities, and familiar landscape passing by outside the window. I had imagined that this day would feel extraordinary, like something dramatic or unforgettable. But in reality, everything feels surprisingly normal. The weather was just like any other day, and my parents didn't show any strong emotions. I mean, I'm not expecting them to actually cry, but yeah, they didn't show any strong emotions, just like any other day. On the train, I kept making jokes and trying to keep the conversation light. I think that was when I started to feel scared, and humor was the only way I knew how to hide it. Later, at the airport, I stood there with my friend, I hugged my parents, said goodbye, and then I left. It was a very simple moment, but it marked the real beginning of everything. After a very long flight, we finally landed in Dallas. At that point, my body was completely confused. My brain was tired, my eyes were dry, and my legs were still trying to remember how to walk. To be honest, it felt like my butt had completely died somewhere over the Pacific. Our next flight wasn't until the next morning, which meant we were going to spend the entire night at the Dallas airport. We were extremely bored. There wasn't much to do and time moved very slowly. So my friend decided to do my makeup at the airport, not because we were going anywhere, but simply because we needed something to keep us awake and entertained. It sounds ridiculous, but at that moment, it actually helped. I had already accepted that nothing was going exactly according to plan. When I finally landed, I was dragging two 30-inch suitcases and one 22-inch suitcase behind me. I didn't know the senior picking me up at all, but he was incredibly kind and patient. I walked in, put my bags down, and looked around. This was the place I was going to live in for at least 1 year. The room was very empty, no bed, no furniture, just space, suitcase, and a lot of silence. I gave a quick room tour, not because there was much to show, but because I wanted to remember what the very beginning looked like. At that moment, I didn't feel excited or disappointed. I was simply too tired to feel anything strongly. All I could think about was one thing: at least my mattress arrived. Looking back, choosing an unfurnished apartment gave me more flexibility and lower rent. But it also meant more stress at the beginning, especially on the first night. A move-in-ready place might cost more, but it can make your landing much smoother when you are exhausted and jet-lagged. There's no perfect choice. It really depends on what you need at the moment: comfort, budget, or flexibility. The very next day, things finally slowed down. I sat on the sofa and spent some time with my roommate's cat, Cosme. It was a very ordinary moment, but feels so comforting. There will be more challenges ahead. I'm changing my major from data-related studies to computer science. I will have to learn how to cook for myself, which is something I'm honestly not very good at yet. None of this feels easy, and none of it fully figured it out. But this first night, the first place, was never meant to be perfect. It was only meant to be a starting point. Everything ahead is unknown, and it's okay. After all, I've just arrived, and everything is only beginning.